Hey there, all you fellow Schmigadoonians. Welcome back to Broadway by Ghostlight. I'm Mark Bonanni, and episode 2 of the new Apple TV Plus series Schmigadoon premiered the same day as episode 1. I am really loving this series, so I'm so glad we got episode 2 right away without having to wait.
Don't care how, I want it now.
I'm going to be breaking down each week's episode, so make sure you're subscribed to this channel and you hit that notification bell so you won't miss one. I broke down all the references and Easter eggs from episode 1 already. If you haven't seen that one yet, be sure to check that out next. And for this series, I have teamed up with Joey McDaniel from the podcast Drunk Broadway, and at the end he'll be giving you his list of the top 5 moments from this episode, so make sure you stick around for that. They are very funny. But without much further ado, grab yourself a heapin' bowl of corn pudding. Corn pudding, corn pudding, corn pudding, corn pudding! And let's get into all the fun episode 2 of Schmigadoon has to offer. The episode starts 4 years and 2 months before Schmigadoon, which is the night Josh and Melissa met. But it's not long before we're back in present day with Mel and Josh realizing that they are literally trapped in a musical.
That sounds amazing.
The two begin to argue after Josh seems to be alluding to the two of them being with other people, which triggers the first song of the episode, Lover's Spat. It's just a lover's spat. This dance move here made me cackle. The choreographer for this series is the wonderful Christopher Gattelli, a Tony Award-winning choreographer. Gattelli's many credits include Newsies, the revivals of South Pacific and The King and I, and SpongeBob SquarePants.
A very gifted choreographer.
As with all the music in this series, if the music isn't a direct reference to a show tune, it's all very much a pastiche.
What the hell does that mean?
A pastiche is a fancy word that basically means in the style of. This He Said, She Said song reminded me a little of It's Been a Long Day from How to Succeed.
And he says,
What is that supposed to mean?
Then she says,
It's not supposed to mean anything. I said what I meant.
and he says,
And now she's thinking for dinner we could meet, and he's thinking
We both have got to eat, huh?
Melissa and Josh break up. Melissa goes off into the woods where she finds Mayor Menlove also feeling blue. He sings her the song Somewhere Love Is Waiting for You, but he's really singing it to himself.
Then he'll smile at you, place your hand in his, and at once you'll know what contentment is.
A great performance by Alan Cumming. Back in town, Josh runs into Betsy and meets her sisters, Lori, Carrie, Nellie, Fiona, Cindy, and Little Tootie. These are definitely all Easter eggs. The first 3 names all come from classic Rodgers and Hammerstein musicals. Lori from Oklahoma, Carrie from Carousel, and Nellie from South Pacific. Fiona is one of the leading ladies from Brigadoon. Cindy, I believe, is short for Cinderella, another Rodgers and Hammerstein musical. And Little Tootie is the young girl from Meet Me in St. Louis. Notice the piano storefront in the background, Hammerstein and Sons. A nod, of course, to probably the most consequential figure in American musical theater history, Oscar Hammerstein II. But it's also a play on the world-famous piano makers Steinway and Sons. We find out that tonight in Schmigadoon is the picnic basket auction. This is, of course, from Oklahoma, where they have a similar auction, and the girl is meant to go on a date with the winner of her basket. Melissa and Josh run into each other in the hallway and have sort of an awkward conversation. Did anyone else think Josh sort of looked a little like Coalhouse Walker when he put that hat on?
it's the picnic basket auction!
Yes, it's basket auction time. Melissa hits the gentleman's punch bowl hard.
Shut up. You're just jealous.
Of the many things Cicely Strong is amazing at, playing drunk has definitely got to be towards the top of the list.
Oh, go ahead and judge me, Callum. But I'm proud to be a small-town girl who grew up on an airport tarmac.
This basket auction is to raise money for the library to replace all the books Kristen Chenoweth's character had burned. The librarian, Emma Tate, says this:
Chaucer, Voltaire, Balzac.
A callback to this iconic sequence from The Music Man.
Chaucer, Rabelais, Balzac.
The first basket up for auction contains gooseberry pie,
Is that gooseberry pie I smell?
which is a callback to what Lori packs in her basket in Oklahoma.
I peeked in your basket up at the house. I see you got gooseberry tarts, too. I wonder if they's as light as mine.
I love that you can see good old Pete with his cuts and bruises from all his constant abuse.
Sorry, Pete.
As more baskets get auctioned off, several of the names called are musical Easter eggs.
2 bits from Preston.
The first name is Preston, probably a nod to the OG Music Man himself, Robert Preston. The man is even kind of dressed a little Harold Hillish. Barnaby here could be a nod to Barnaby Tucker from Hello Dolly.
Holy cabooses!
Enoch is mentioned, I assume Enoch Snow from Carousel. Curly from Oklahoma gets a basket, as does Marcellus, a reference to Marcellus Washburn from The Music Man.
Shapoopy, shapoopy, shapoopy.
After Danny Bailey bids a whopping $2 for Melissa,
All I got in the world.
they go off to the carnival.
This super hot guy just bought me for $2.
Yeah. Make it rain, Danny Bailey.
I love that when the very drunk Melissa goes to shoot the win the teddy bear, there is signs up that clearly state that intoxicated people are not allowed to shoot. Another one of my favorite lines here, and one I will be constantly saying from now on, is this.
Yee honk.
Ye hunk?
That's right.
This is a reference to The Music Man. It's a combination of ye gods
Gods.
and great honk.
Great honk.
You watch your phraseology.
Here is another great joke here. I think a reference to Danny Bailey's origin, John Raitt in Carousel.
Wow, your pants are really high-waisted.
Definitely one for the high-waisted pants. This dance break here certainly evokes Who's Got the Pain from Damn Yankees.
Boing, boing.
Later on, Josh and Betsy head to a spot called Virginity Ruins.
Sounds like fun.
And there's a very funny scene where Josh tries to find out just how old Betsy is.
Oh, and over yonder, there's the special tree that my papa planted the day that I was born.
Oh, no.
A reference, of course, to a lot of the leading female ingenue roles in Golden Age musicals being quite young, though they usually don't come across that young.
She's 16 going on 40.
I also want to mention again how enjoyable this music is. Cinco Paul continues to do an amazing job and really helps us all enjoy the ride.
Boy, are you singing?
And the episode ends with a proposed shotgun wedding, very much an 8-0 Annie thing. Now here with his top 5 favorite moments from this episode, here is Drunk Broadway's Joey McDaniel.
Hi, I'm Joey Drunk Broadway McDaniel, and here are my thank yous for episode 2 of Schmigadoon. Thank you, Lover Spat, for giving our leads a fight that fits into deliciously timed phrases and to immediately remind the audience that the ensemble is what's going to lift this show up to the stratosphere. And for what it's worth, I was also aware of Glee. Thank you, Love is Waiting for You, for giving me my favorite, so far, line of the series. Mr. Mayor, are you gay? I try to be. And for giving Alan Cumming the excuse to look out and belt a song directly at a camera. Thank you, Gentleman Punch, for making fun of gender drinks, which are not a thing. And for giving me the excuse to try out my own version of a recipe at my next hoedown. Thank you, Enjoy the Ride, for so much, but especially the lines, holy shit, am I about to get a song, my own song, and it's in my range and everything. Melissa Cecily is just so absolutely charming and wonderful in this number. And thank you, Josh Keegan, for being so uncomfortable when Betsy, Dove, starts her Austin Powers food as anatomy bit. You know, I'm starting to think maybe that was a play on words. Enjoy the ride. Episode 2 absolutely delivered, and I can't wait to see what silliness and songs they bring us next week.
And that is it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure and subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss the rest of the breakdowns for Schmigadoon. Give this video a like if you enjoyed this. It really helps us out. And pretty please share this with someone whose basket you'd bid on. Thank you all again. Go check out Drunk Broadway and give Joey some love over there. This is Broadway by Ghostlight. I'm Mark Bonanni. I'll see y'all next time.